Here we are doing the 8th grade cube project. The idea of this project is to learn how to make accurate moves in Google Sketchup. So we're going to start out opening up Sketchup, and I'm going to choose a template and product design and woodworking inches and hit start using Sketchup. The first thing I have to do is create, sorry, I gotta get this. Okay, the first thing I have to do is get a cube that's 12 inches by 12 inches by 12 inches. So I'm going to draw a square starting at the origin, dragging it out, and dropping it. And down here in the dimensions, I'm going to type 12, comma 12, and hit enter. And you'll see the cube go to, or that rectangle go to that space. Then I'm going to use the push-pull, drag it up, go back over into the same window, type 12, and hit enter. I want to double check to make sure that it's the right size. So I'm going to use the dimension tool, click on the corner there, click on the corner there, bring it out. Click on the corner there, click on the corner there, bring it out, and bring it out. If one of these wasn't 12, I would erase the whole thing and start from scratch. So we do have it right, so we should be good there. Our next thing we have to do is make a component. So I'm going to use the select tool and triple click on my cube. And then if I click on this blue box here, that's make component, or if I right click on it and hit make component and call it cube and hit create. And our idea here is we're going to make a pyramid that's 5 by 5 by 5, 5 by 5 on each side, and then the next row is 4 by 4, and then it's 3 by 3, and then 2 by 2, and then 1 by 1. So now that we have a component, we notice that when we click on it, it highlights the whole thing automatically as a component, and that's a good thing. So now when we do our moves, it's going to be grabbing the whole thing at once, and these are going to be separate entities. So I want to start out with a move, and then if I look down here, it says option equals copy. So I'm going to click the option key on my keyboard, and your mouse will turn into a plus. And here is the key to doing the move. I want to move it from this endpoint to this endpoint. I'm going to click here, bring it out, and click. Same thing, hit option again, this endpoint to this endpoint. Too many people try to grab here and just place it next to the other ones. Well, when you do that, it might look okay here, but it doesn't look okay once you get too close, zoomed in. So we'll delete that one, hit option, endpoint to endpoint. Endpoint to endpoint. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're moving it back. Two, three, 4, 5. Moving it across, hitting the option key each time. And it should be perfect. Now we got the first layers done, and because we moved them accurately it went all the way around. So you should be able to zoom in on all your corners here and see that they don't overlap at all. They're perfect. Our next move, we need to get one of these cubes moved up into the corner here. So now we're going to use a different inference that SketchUp has, which is called midpoint. So it says midpoint in component, and we're going to move from that midpoint to this midpoint. So it's going to offset it halfway onto this one and halfway onto this one. So I'm going to hit the Option key and move it up there. Now that I have one moved up, I can just go around. Again, I want to move one up, and I would go all the way around. I'm going to move another one up just to show you how to do that again. I'm going to go midpoint to midpoint. And then I could get a third one up there. So I'm going to pause the recording. When I come back, I will have this set up and ready to go for you. Okay, here we are back. We have all our pyramid done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All added. It is hollow in the center, so you don't have to worry about that. And now I'm going to pull some dimensions to get this turned in. First thing I want to do is camera, parallel projection. Then I want to go camera, standard views, front, to get it kind of looking this way, camera, standard views, ISO. I have to pull some dimensions here. I'm going to pull them all on this side. So the bottom of each layer is what I'm pulling here. And I'm just kind of trying to get them lined up here in ISO. This one's going to be easier to pull dimensions from this direction. Then the other spot I need dimensions are from these back corners here. Pull them out. And then one overall height, which is going to go from the midpoint of this component to the midpoint of this component. And that's going to get me set up for printing. Put my name on this. And hour. Click off to the side. Get it so it just zooms everything that I want. And you can go File, Print. When you're printing it, it should be full screen like this. It shouldn't be tiny. And you can pick RMS Deck Lab. And you should see 1 of 1, and you can hit Print here, and it would send it to the printer. And that concludes the cube project.